Hello everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. Just in case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a lower body focused flexibility practice. So find just a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today actually leaning back a little bit. You can bring your legs in front, bend your knees, plant your feet, and you can also start to widen your feet a little bit, widen your knees a little bit, and then sway. Sway your knees side to side. It can be a nice small movement, or you can get a little bit bigger, just kind of loosening up through the hips, maybe feeling a little love through the quads. And then the next time your knees tip over towards the left side, let's just hold it here. Your knees can hover, or you can cross your left foot on top of your right knee and maybe guide it towards the ground a little bit more, just optional though. And if you did cross your legs here, just bring that foot off, lift your knees up, take a gentle sway side to side again. And then we'll let our knees, our legs tip over towards the right side. Just let them hover or cross your right foot on top of the left. Maybe guiding the knee a little closer to the ground. Maybe it doesn't want to go all the way there. You have your legs crossed though, uncross them again. Lift your knees back up, take another gentle sway, side to side. And then you can bring your feet a little bit closer together, but we're gonna send our right leg out long and our left foot can find the inner thigh. Take an inhale to lengthen your spine, maybe pointing your right toes up too. And then if you wanna stay tall, you can, or you can fold forwards and get into your hamstring a little bit more. So from here, we're gonna move into a quad stretch with our left leg. So if you're folding forwards, you can lift up. You can either tip all the way over onto your right side to hug your heel towards your glutes, or you can use the floor and maybe bending your right leg, planting your foot, maybe leaning back again. So using the floor to hold the heel on the outside of the hip or by the glute instead of rolling onto the right side, wherever you will want to be. Just find your breath. Let's stay here just a touch longer in case you did try both options. Breathing softness into your left leg. And then we will just start to let that go. So you can let your left leg go out long. If you want to hug your knees towards your chest for a moment, you can give them a squeeze, maybe a rock side to side, but eventually our left leg will come out long and our right foot will find the inner thigh. Point your toes up, lengthening through the spine. Maybe stay seated nice and tall. Maybe you will fold forwards, feeling your hamstring. Now, if you were folding, you can use an inhale to lift back up, going for that quad stretch with the right leg this time. So either roll onto your left side and reach for your foot with your hand, or using the floor. And maybe leaning back and bending the left leg. If you are seated here, try to level your hips as best you can. And then enjoy a few moments here. Awesome work, you guys. Let's slowly come out of the quad stretch. You can send your right leg out. Maybe legs will be long, a little shake, or if you want to hug your knees to your chest, you can do that as well. Now we're going to find a wide straddle next, so you can bring your legs out as wide as you would like, pointing your toes up. Maybe take a little sway side to side with the upper body. You can start to tip forwards if it feels good. You can stay sitting tall as always, whatever feels good on the inner legs. If the movement of the upper body is nice, you can continue to move. Or you can be still. Maybe going just a little deeper and a little deeper, or maybe staying in the same place. Enjoy a few breaths here. If you're folding, maybe you'll take one more breath. You can use an inhale to lift back up. We're going to bring our legs all the way together again. Give them a hug or a squeeze. And then we'll let our knees fall out wide, bringing the soles of our feet together. Now we can stay here in butterfly, or we could cross our legs. You could maybe stack the feet. You could stack the legs a little bit more and a little bit more. You could go so far as to try to stack the knees in cow face and have your feet off to the side. So scooch around a little bit, try to level out your hips. You're not tipping over to one side. Lengthening through the spine. Feel free to stay in butterfly or maybe halfway here. But let your shoulders fall from your ears. Take a moment to check in with your hips. Maybe you will tip forwards again. Maybe you won't. And if you did come into cow face, or if you crossed your legs in any sort of way, we're gonna switch sides. And if you are in butterfly, you could stay there unless you would like a break. But if you are crossing the legs, maybe you can slowly uncross them. Maybe you end up in butterfly again, and then just start by stacking the right foot on top of the left, and then scooch the legs a little closer, and maybe keep going until your legs are nice and snug, your knees are nice and snug. Scooch the hips around, try to level yourself out. Lengthening through the spine as always, and maybe you will be tipping forwards. Awesome, Ricky, guys. Slowly lift if you're folding forwards in any way. If you do have your legs crossed or just have your knees out wide in your butterfly, you can bring our knees back together. Give them a hug, maybe a rock side to side as well. And then just find your way into a comfy seat. If you always cross your legs the same way, cross your legs the other way. Close your eyes. Rest your hands on your knees or in your lap. Take a nice deep inhale to lengthen through your spine and gently press your sit bones, kind of your feet, into the ground a little bit. Let your shoulders fall from your ears. Soften through your forehead, your jaw, and just notice how you are feeling throughout your body, especially your lower body. Feel free to stay here a little bit longer. Or maybe start to bring your hands together. Awesome practice, you guys. It was short and sweet. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, namaste.